Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another 2023 LCI Lifecycle Impulse or Refresh X7. This one is the xDrive40i, so the base model X7. It's also in Blue Ridge Mountain metallic paint, a color that first appeared on the G23 series, specifically I think the 330i. Was available for a couple of years, then disappeared, and then became available on the 330e, I believe for just one model year. It might have been 2021. And then most recently on the iX, and now back on the X7. It's a very interesting color. So sort of like a bluish green in there, more towards the green spectrum of this. A very interesting metallic paint. So we'll talk about this one here. So the B58 powers this one. So it's a tuned up B58, so 375 horsepower I want to say, and 395 torques, I believe, somewhere in that range. So quite an improvement over the pre-LCI version of the xDrive40i. This one is lightly spec'd, but does have some things I think are basically must-haves on the X7. So, driving assistance professional package, you can see the sensor in the lower portion of the grille in the center, and the parking assistance package as well. So this is the non-M Sport version of the X7. So very different bumper than the M Sport version or the M60i. Same split headlight design. So moving over the side, we have these are 21-inch wheels, style 753. You can see we have the base calipers as well. So it is an option to get the M Sport calipers. It looks like basically the same brake caliper setup as the M Sport, just painted steel gray maybe. Alright, since this is not the M Sport version, so we have our brushed aluminum trim around. So you got the hockey stick, got the trim around the windows as well as the roof rails, all in very nice contrasting color with Blue Ridge Mountain. So I think the M Sport version looked okay, but I think this one provides enough contrast with the X7 in Blue Ridge Mountain metallic. Badging in the back. So we have the settings. So we have the air suspension set in its lower settings, so basically mimicking what you'd probably think of as a fast wagon. This one's plenty quick. Plenty of power. I think a very good choice for families of a significant size. Let's take a look at the inside and go over the options on this particular build. So opening up, we are greeted with Silverstone Sensa fin. So this is Sensatech 3.0. Sensatech that was on the previous X7 or pre-LCI was version 1.0. So this has got perforations and quilting. So it looks like a really good, comfortable seat. Feels nice and soft as well. So it's a way for you guys, if you're going to order an X7 xDrive40i, way to save a little bit of money and maybe put that $1,500 or so, whatever it is, for the leather into something else. So you notice we have Harman Kardon that is base, is standard on the X7. So gone is the standard base audio system. So again, iDrive 8, no surprises here. Now this does have the protection. Now this does have the protective film still on it. So it's a little bit more glary on film than it is in person. Keep that in mind. These are our parking assistance package view. We go back and we go into our usual iDrive 8. So won't go over too much of the details with iDrive 8, but you guys hopefully are all okay with some of the stuff. But if you have questions about particular things of iDrive 8, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll be sure to address them either in the comments themselves, or perhaps make a video with the common frequently asked questions for the iDrive 8. So trim-wise, we have a fine line brown trim. A little bit hard to see here in the sunshine. More about the center console here as well. So very nice trim around the center console. Got our gear selector knob, or nub, I should say. Glass controls, which is an option. So we've got it on the start-stop button, gear selector, and iDrive controller as well. or driving assistance professional package button. So again, of note, if you want to change following this as other options within it, no longer on the steering wheel, you have to go in through the iDrive system. I do recommend taking a shortcut there so you can get to that button or get to the settings really, really quickly. All right, but let's go over the pricing and options. So, starting price of the X7 xDrive40i, $77,850. Paint is included. Silverstone SensaFin included as well. Driving Assistance Pro package, another $1,700. Parking Assistance package, which gets you the professional parking. We'll have a video of that coming up soon. If not, it's already passed, depending on when this video posts. That's $900. Climate Comfort package for $1,600. You notice that there's no premium package on here, but heads-up display is standard on the X7, so you don't have to splurge on the premium package to get the heads-up display. It's standard. So $650 for the glass controls, then another $1,000 for the anthracite Alcantara headliner, which is a little bit hard to see. Obviously, we won't be able to see the texture on this, but that's what it looks like. So rather than a light interior, you have it darker. Well, that's it. So MSRP of this particular example, $84,695. So lightly options. Of course, you can go bare bones and remove all those things here. But I think a pretty good starting vehicle if you just need it for cruising around on highways for road trips. Driving Assistance Professional package handles that for you. The Parking Assistance package, which I think is necessary for a vehicle this large. And the Climate Comfort package, which gets you the 5-zone climate control, among other things as well. But, I mean, that's about it. All right, to take a look at the back seats, or not back seats, middle row and last row. So again, we've got Silverstone SensaFin in the middle row bench seat. So this is what you want for maximum cargo and passenger configuration. Bench seat is nice and comfortable as well. And then we've got your third row seating in the back here, so 2 people can sit in the back there as well with a 5th zone climate control. All right, so we'll step back and take one more walk around our Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic X7 xDrive40i. So we'll have more on the channel soon. I think one we want to get on is the sparkling copper as well. So that's a new color for the X7. And whatever else we get our hands on as well. So lightly spec'd, but I think with the essentials that you're going to need on the X7. But that's basically it for a quick tour around another X7 xDrive40i. And we'll see you at the next video.